accepting that you are most likely going to be alone for the rest of your life is a really hard pill to swallow. And it's not even because there's anything wrong with me or that I am not deserving. I'm just tired. I've spent most of my life recovering from men who have caused so much trauma. My physical brain cannot handle anymore. It is always in survival mode. It is always in fight or flight mode. My brain has never fully recovered from the trauma that has been caused. I meet guys and I feel like I'm constantly looking for a reason to not trust them because I have never experienced a good man before. Like, I've never been in a good, healthy relationship. I don't even know what that looks like. I don't even know what to look for. I don't know what is normal. I've never experienced normal. How am I supposed to know? And now I'm 37 and every man that I meet is disappointing and doesn't add value to my life, doesn't make me happy, and I just don't want to settle anymore. How do I know if someone is the one? I mean, is there something wrong with me? I question it all the time, but I know that I'm just traumatized. What does a loving man feel like? What does a healthy relationship feel like? What does it feel like when you have found your person? I've been in so many relationships, long relationships, and no one has ever added value to my life or made me feel like I was enough. And it makes me sad that I have never gotten to experience this. It genuinely makes me sad. But I just don't know if it actually exists. So I will probably be alone. And that scares me, but I am slowly accepting that this is probably my fate. And I need to learn to love myself, and I need to tell myself that that is enough, that I don't need a partner to be whole. And that is my journey right now. I'm not an expert. I am not putting expert advice into the world. This is just my journey and what I'm going through right now. And if you're going through the same, you're not alone. I don't know, maybe that's my purpose, to learn to be on my own and let others know that it's okay.
Okay, she just legit said she's never been with a good guy in her life. All right, never had a good man in your life. That to me sounds like a you problem, right? Not a dude problem. That's a you problem. That sounds to me like you're finding these guys, you're looking for them and finding them in all the wrong places, and you are going for a specific type of guy. And we already know what's happening here on 33 Secrets, right? She is going for the bad boys. That's what she's going for, right? She is going for the guys that mistreat her, misbehave, are out to do her dirty. You're going for these dudes, lady. What can't you see? I mean, this chick is probably in her mid-30s, right? 35 years old. Okay, you should know by now, with the number of dudes you've been dating since you were probably a teenager, that your picker is broken, right? Your picker is broken. The problem is she's going to upload this video and to her TikTok or IG or whatever, and you're going to have all the streams of women coming along going, girl, not your fault. It's the men today. It's those men today. It's like, okay, what about the men from yesterday that she was dating? Were they like this back then? You know, I mean, at what point do you just stop blame shifting and turn the mirror on yourself and go, oh, maybe I'm the problem, right? And she was getting to that. She was getting to that here. But you know the problem? You know what's going to happen here is she's never going to fully discover what she's doing wrong, because, again, all the ditzy broads on the social media and the IG are going to be telling her, like, girl, not your fault. Not your fault. We all deal with the same thing. It's not our fault. And then they are going to encourage her to go to therapy. You just got to get a therapist, girl. They're great. They're brilliant. You got a credit card? As long as you just tap or swipe, tell you whatever you want to hear. She's never going to fix herself. She's going to be like this. Sadly. Sadly. It's just never going to change anything. And it's unfortunate because, you know, it doesn't have to be this way, man. It doesn't have to be this way, but she is her own worst enemy. When it comes to girls like this, you're your own worst enemy. Why don't these girls ever take a look at, women who are succeeding? I mean, that's what you would think that you would do, right? I mean, if you want to become successful, you look at somebody who's already succeeding. I bought this Lamborghini recently. Never thought I'd own a Lamborghini, right? But I had good mentors. I started following the right people. I started learning from them. I let my ego go to the wayside, and I just wanted to learn, right? And I did. Learned a lot about business building and how to communicate value and how to, just how to grow, right? Whereas women have too much ego to do that. They have too much ego to look at someone like another woman who is in a successful marriage, for example, with kids and a family, with a good man, and go, I need to talk to her. What does she do that I didn't do? How did she get this guy? I need to learn. Okay, that's what you would just do, right? You would think that's what you do. Instead, they look at the other failure women who are still single in their 30s and going, yeah, you're right. Oh, see, unhappy in their marriages. I don't want to be a prisoner, slave in that house. That's what they look at. And this is why, they just have rotten, terrible attitudes. I'm not saying her. She seems like a sweet woman. She just needs to get some self-awareness and go, hey, maybe I'm the problem. On to the next clip.
Listen up. When a man is interested in you, he will hunt you down like prey. Meaning, 1, he'll let you know he's interested. 2, he's willing to go along with any terms you give him. If you tell him he needs to be patient, he'll be patient. If you tell him you want things to go slow, he'll go slow. If you ask him to jump, he'll say how high. If a man is giving you wishy-washy signals, yes and no signals, get out. He doesn't want you. And if he does like you, he has no balls. He has no character. You do not want a man like that. You deserve a man that is proud to call you his.
Did she just say a guy who doesn't return her calls or jump, or jump when she says, jump now, how high, and all this? Did she just literally say that dude has no character? I mean, really, who's choosing these guys, honey? I mean, like attracts like, right? You are the one who are choosing to be with these dudes who are supposedly not returning your calls, not showing up on dates, leaving your place at, only coming over at, after the club and then leaving right after. Who's choosing these guys? You are, right? You are. And I just have to say this, fellas, again, with the freaking lip injections. They are so ridiculous. You women out there, please stop, right? Please stop. I mean, read the studies on this. Even women who've had lip injections do not like women with lip injections. I mean, it's so asinine. I mean, it's just such a massive turnoff. I mean, I don't know how many times I've told you now, especially these days, because women are such followers and they can't think for themselves. They're, oh, look, she's got it. I'm going to go do it too. I see so many of these women in the venues these days, and women that I would otherwise have approached. I mean, it's kind of, in a way, the good thing about it is you could spot the DGs right away. You could spot the really insecure women right away just by, seeing all the lip fillers, because usually it's not just the lips. They've done other work to themselves as well. So how dare she sit here and talk about guys with who don't have character and everything? You attract what you are. All right, that's just a tenet of dating. Is you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So if she's attracting these type of guys, that's because that's what she is. Simple as that. Okay? Simple as that. Yeah. And then she has to accentuate it in the video, like doing her little lipstick on these gigantic lips. I always get distracted. Sorry, guys. Sorry. However, yeah, she just she wants to get a classy guy who shows up on time to dates and doesn't misbehave and all this. Guess what? You got to look like a classy woman, right? Classy women are naturally beautiful, naturally attractive. Doesn't mean you have to be a 9 or 10 or even an 8, You could be a 7, you could be a 6. I mean, this chick is not bad looking. I'm not picking on her looks. You know, her face is symmetrical. She just, you know, I mean, she could do so much better. You don't need the stupid lip injections. She looks like she has plump lips already as it is. You don't need to, you know, accentuate that even more. But she could get a guy that, you know, that she's complaining about, but she doesn't want to fix herself. She wants you to fix yourself. Doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. On to the next clip.
If he is really into you, you will not have to ask for the effort. You won't have to ask him to show up on time. You won't have to beg for him to plan a date. You won't wonder what he's doing like on a Saturday night. Like if he is really into you, he is going to show you that he's into you and he's going to tell you that he's into you. And those two things, by the way, will absolutely align. One of the biggest red flags for me is when his actions don't align with his words. When he's able to really easily say, oh yeah, I want to be with you. Here's how I feel. But then his actions don't back it up. He's still out. He's still not showing effort. He's not planning dates. He's not doing any of the things. Red flag. Doesn't seem to be able to be consistent in anything that he does. Like can't hold the actions together for too long. Can act, you know, like show a certain thing or like put on an act for like 2 days and then goes back to old behavior. Red flag.
You have to appreciate the hypocrisy here. She's talking about guys whose actions don't match their behaviors while she sits here with her big basketball fake ass boobies, her fake ass lips, her fake ass tan. Give me a break, lady, right? If you want a guy who's going to be genuine, honest, guess what? You have to be that yourself. And it starts with your looks, okay? It starts with your looks, okay? Because we don't want a woman who's faker than a Chinese Rolex, as I like to say, right? I mean, if you want that type of guy, just like the previous chick we just covered this chick talking about the same nonsense, the same jive, man. It's like, I want a guy who's real, who, you know, who's genuine. Meanwhile, you're fake. You know, there's a disparity there, man. There's a disparity. Okay? You have to be real yourself if you want that type of guy. Because, I mean, the way she's dressed, I mean, she's just going to get a guy who's going to do those things, right? He's going to be just as dishonest as you are, honey. Maybe not with his looks, but with his words, with his behavior, because that's what you're giving him. How can he be faithful to you? Right? And most guys that, you know, would go out with a girl who has, you know, a lot of plastic surgery, you know, or even some plastic surgery, no. Right? We treat those women a certain way. We view them a certain way. This is why I always tell women, the ones who, some douchebag on a motorcycle, right? It's like, there's nobody out here, dude. I mean, who are you trying to impress, right? I mean, yeah, I could be revving the shit out of my Lambo right now, and I don't even do that, right? I don't even do that, so I don't want to annoy people's like weekend, right? So in any case, yeah, so you can't expect, yeah, I mean, no, getting back to my point, I don't want to miss this point, but yes, before douchebag interrupted us. You can still hear him. Dude's like 2 miles away. Anyway, yeah, and I love bikes, by the way. Don't get me wrong. I've ridden motorcycles, you know, pretty much forever. And I'm looking for a bike right now, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, so when a guy, I mean, just think of yourself, fellas. When you are out there and you see a woman with the fake boobs and, you know, the fake tan, the fake hair, the gigantic lips, the BBL, are you thinking to yourself, yep, future mother of my children? No, you're not thinking that. You're not thinking, oh, I'm going to marry this woman. All you're thinking is pole dancer, freaking exotic, exotic worker, stripper, hooker, prostitute. I mean, that's what's going through your brain. You're not thinking, oh, this is a woman I can respect. I can introduce her to my mom. No, you're not thinking that. You're like, I'm just going to bring her to the motel, you know, and do what I need to do. Right? Even if she is getting some decent guys, they're not going to give her the decent treatment because of how she presents herself. She might think she looks good, but I mean, yeah, she just kind of looks like a J-Lo or something like that, but, you know, without her money. Anyway, I believe that was the last clip. So drop those comments below, guys. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to share, please drop them in comments below, and I'll see you there. All right, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out here with the Lamborghini. Yes, it's my Lambo. Go to Matt Cross Official, my IG, see the entire process of me purchasing this vehicle. It took about 2 months to close, and the same guy who delivered my DeLorean also delivered my Lamborghini. TJ at Florida Exotic Transport. If you ever need to transport a muscle car, exotic car, he's your man. So very excited about this vehicle. It's actually a pretty rare find. It's Rossafesto Red, which is one of the rarest colors for Lamborghini. It's a $14,880 option, believe it or not. I was on a hunt for one for over 2 years, just like I was my DeLorean. Finally found one. It's got super low miles, 11K, not bad. And we're gonna be featuring this car a lot more here on the channel for many years to come. This is gorgeous, isn't it? Whew. Oh my gosh, take a look at this. It hasn't dried yet, but I'm still putting this on there. It's my IG tag. But as always, gentlemen, make sure you smash that like button. Smash that like button below. Do it for the Lamborghini and the DeLorean. I still have it, by the way. I'm not selling the DeLorean. I'll probably keep this car for a little bit, but DeLorean is gonna stay. So we'll get the DeLorean back on here pretty soon. But enjoy the Lamborghini. And again, smash the like button. Smash that subscribe button as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there into the world and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world now are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making it happen every single week. And I want you to become one of us. I want you to join us. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me in Mastery. So take advantage of it. It's the best way to support my work. If you love what I'm doing here, if you love what I'm teaching you here, and you feel like I've added value to your life, this is the best way to pay me back. Get into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months of Mastery. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out with the Lambo. Till next time. Whew, so sweet.